Do it in time. Do it in time. Do it in time. All right. Woo-wee. Honeybee just landed on my back leg. If you sit still, he'll fly away. How's about if I kick him off? No. Ow. Ooh-wee. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to WyzGyz Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. Just kicking back a little, running a little late, but no big deal. Doesn't change the fact that Deepwell is fully funded. Let me see something here. 14, nice. It's at 8179. Oh, all right. I just heard a big old beep. Hello, hello.
Hey, can you hear me, man?
Yep, I can hear you fine.
Excellent.
Right. Awesome.
How are you?
What was that?
I said, how are you?
Oh, I'm good, thanks. I was unexpectedly running a little late myself.
Oh, okay.
I went down to check my mail, and then I noticed a car parked in a weird position. I'm in an apartment complex, and they've got this divider that splits off two of the entrances. And someone unfamiliar to the area was pulling up the driveway, but then made an abrupt left turn. And so from the raised part of the incline, the car was stuck physically on the incline, so that the left front tire, the driver's side tire, was suspended in midair, while the other tires were on, driveway.
Right. I got you.
It happened to be front wheel drive, so thankfully a bunch of other people came to help out too, and it was decided someone would be in the driver's seat going in reverse and putting some power behind it, while three of us pushed the car backwards, and that did the trick, thank goodness.
Gotcha.
Saved
good.
Saved from call out a tow truck.
Right.
All right. So, how have you been?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay. All right. I'm doing good. Likewise, running a few minutes late. I had to pick up a couple groceries, and it's usually not that busy on the road right now where I live. But there was an accident, so everything was just kind of backed up. But I'm doing good, man. We're coming down to the finish line here. We've got 31 hours, I think, left for Deepwell. And I'm really happy.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Now, does this mean you're refresh my memory? Were you at? Did you do a first 30-day funding and then roll over to a second 30-day funding, or did you start off the bat with 60 days of funding?
I started off with 30, and that last night, that I was promoting heavy, and then I found out that Ethan and a couple people that was on his stream, they were promoting when I wasn't even aware of it.
Cool.
That last night we got really close. We were at 5,000 something, but I extended an additional 20 days and within the next 2 days we were funded. So yeah, all I really needed was that extra 48-hour window.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Success story. So, why did you opt to do a 20-day extension in funding instead of, say, 30 days?
Well, because I was fairly confident that we were going to hit our goal, and again, my thinking was, okay, if I extend a full 30 days, that means that I'm not going to have the funds released probably until the end of August or maybe even sometime in September,
Mm,
and I don't want to keep Raphael waiting. So I figured this way, the 20 days still puts me in the window of having the funds released within like the next 2 weeks.
all right.
Yeah, he's been really patient. He's been ready to like start on the book since early May, and this whole time I've just been like, yeah, I know, man, I know. Like, we're gonna raise the funds and then we'll get you going.
Right. Because he won't be able to start on the book physically until he gets his funds, right?
Right. Yeah. So yeah, like what I usually do, and like this is a little inside baseball, but it's fine. Like what I usually do is, me and the artists that I work with, we usually work in installments of 5 pages. So as soon as the funds are released, I'll give him an advance for the first 5 pages, and then we'll just go from there.
Did you also do a similar arrangement to get the work that you have on display now?
No, all this stuff was paid for up front, out of pocket.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Right on. Yeah. Cool. We're gonna run the video.
All right. Yeah, sounds good, man.
I can't get over that. That's so cool.
Thanks, man.
Uh,
Yeah, I was a little frustrated because I worked up a brand new trailer, and the second I finished it and published it to my YouTube channel, I got a copyright claim. What what's messed up is the song that I used for it is royalty free, and it says all over the link like royalty free, 100% free usage. So that's why I haven't uploaded it to the front of the campaign, because I don't want, like, if I'm on a stream and someone plays it, I don't want them to get a copyright claim.
huh.
Yeah, it's not like a strike or anything. Like, it doesn't hurt the channel. It's just saying, hey, like, you can't monetize this video that you're making because this song is copywritten.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Did you, in the YouTube video, mark that, you know, do that little boilerplate breakdown of the copyright owner, who it belongs to, the name of the piece, that kind of stuff in the, I guess they expected like in the description of the video or something like that?
I didn't, but at the same time, there's other songs that I've used in the past that have said, like, it's fine as long as credit is given.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was nothing like that in this track listing. It was just, as far as I knew, it was all good. But yeah, I still got hit with one of those things. So it's a really great trailer, and I'm really happy with it. But I can't play it for anyone on a stream.
Can we Although it won't have the same impact, can we play the video portion and mute the audio?
Yeah, just head to my YouTube channel. You know, the Chibi Mike, all one word. There you go.
Wait, this one right here?
At the very top.
Oh, the very top. Oh, all right.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me see something. Oh, this is embarrassing. What the hell? How come I wasn't subscribed?
Oh,
What?
that's okay.
I wonder if it was one of those cases in which I was subscribed and then they went and unsubscribed me, like YouTube's been doing for a lot of people. Weird.
Sure, it's possible, man. I've noticed a lot of weird subscribing and unsubscribing stuff with both YouTube and Twitter over the past month or so.
Yeah, then you see your numbers constantly fluctuating. One moment you
Right.
have a lot of subscribers, and then suddenly you see an unexpected drop, and then before you know it, it's back up or
Right,
near.
right.
The other thing that we could possibly do is play it in like 20, 30-second increments. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the hard and fast rules are. It's like they keep changing the goalposts.
Sure.
All right. Let's see if that's enough let's see if that's enough for them to copyright strike me.
Right.
So was this one that you put together?
Yeah, and I was just going to have it be on the campaign up until we closed it down, probably around like December or so.
Oh.
But yeah, like I might have to redo it now because of that track, because I can't have anyone play it on a stream.
Does that make this the original trailer?
No, it's the like my third and final trailer. I usually do 3 campaigns per trailer, so
All right.
yeah.
That looked pretty good. I'll have
Thanks,
to
man.
I'll have to rewatch it with audio enabled.
Right. But yeah, other than that little snag, things have been going really good. We're picking up a lot of backers who are kind of rallying around us at the close of the campaign, which is greatly appreciated. My good friend Preston Acevedo, he's provided our alternate cover just like he did for The Gods Fear Me, and we got to list the original art on the campaign, and it sold within a couple hours.
Oh my gosh, did it already?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I heard mention of that.
Yeah, man. Like, just it was the exact same scenario with The Gods Fear Me. We listed the original art, and I think it was 3 hours on the dot for both times that it got sold.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, boom, gone. He does some good work, man. I
Yeah,
like
Preston's a beast, man.
Yeah, I like his paintings too.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Yeah, and yeah, I think what we're going to do for the foreseeable future with all of our future campaigns is just have him be our alternate cover artist, like, for all the campaigns. Because I really like how his pencil covers complement the main covers.
nice. Um, did all right? So this is his piece right here, right?
Yeah.
Let me zoom out now to get the whole picture. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. And yeah, and then we went in and came up with a couple alternatives for like some of the like trade dress stuff. So we added some of that to the original cover as well. And yeah, just really punched it up. He's a really solid designer and artist, man. I love working with the guy.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, that's really a wise idea to snag him for all your projects.
Yeah, yeah.
His stuff sells. Welcome, Fade. Hey, everyone.
Hey, Fade.
Chuck. Nice. Glad you got funded, Mike.
Thanks so much, Fade.
Welcome, Judas Fly Chai. Paint the sky blue. Nova Blast, welcome. Hey, WyzGyz, Mike and Fade. Hey, Nova. Welcome, Stephanie Renee. How's it going? Hello, hello.
Hey,
Hello from Max Works. Welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone.
yes. Oh, and so if you scroll further down, I also updated the campaign page regarding the stretch goals that we're working on.
Sweet. Oh, I had a quick question about this real quick.
Yeah, what's up?
Is there a painted version of this? A colored version?
Okay, so there might be, but if what we might do is we might do a full color print of it. But if we do, I think that might be a stretch goal, like say around like 16K, somewhere in there.
Ah, wow. Man, I love that cover.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I dropped the ball. I didn't get the. I didn't score the artwork before it sold. Yeah, I don't know what the demand would be, but I think it would be cool as a 24 by 36 poster.
Yeah, I'll see what we can do. So far, we've hit our 8K stretch goal, so everybody's going to be getting the 6 a.m. sticker.
These are so cool. I like 6 a.m. stuff.
Yeah, he's great, man. So next up, 10K. Raphael's getting a pay bump because he's going to be doing a ton of work on this book, and he deserves it.
Nice.
12K. Max works actually here in the stream with us. He provided this family portrait of Jacob Block.
My gosh, how cool. What a neat idea.
Yeah, so that's going to be featured in the book. It's actually going to be hanging in the Block estate somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, and if we can hit 12K, we'll be doing, a print of it that all backers will get.
Nice. Stephanie Renee says, nice art. I like your avatar, Stephanie. That's pretty cool looking.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this looks like it's suitable for framing.
Yeah, it's really nice. I was happy with it.
How was the piece done? Was this like painted or digital paints or pastels?
Yeah, I believe he works digitally, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, if he's still in the chat, like, he can maybe he can answer it for us.
Yeah, for sure. You said it was done by MaxWorks?
Yeah.
Was this a piece done specifically as part of your campaign, or is it kind of like a piece of fan art?
It started off as fan art. I can't remember. I think it might have been when I was on with Mandy, or I was on some stream, and yeah, like we got in touch and we wanted to do it as a fan art piece, and I was like, hey, the way this is shaping up, I really like it, and I think it would make a great portrait to have up in the Block's actual home. Could I feature this in the book? And yeah, like we worked some stuff out, and he's now a part of the campaign.
Sweet.
Oh, there you go. He's saying digital painting.
Oh, Clip Studio. Oh, okay. Oh, is that let me see here. Clip Studio. Is that the one that was formerly called Manga Studio?
I believe so. Yeah.
Maxworks. But I paint traditional. All right, so digital painting. This one is Clip Studio, but I paint traditional as well. Nice, and I'm honored to be included. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, simply from looking at this, it makes me want to see what the other family portraits in the Block family look like.
Yeah, who knows, man? I mean, if we, we're going to be in demand probably for the next 5 months or so. So if we can get high enough up there, I might have to commission Max to work on a couple more.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so that's at the 12K stretch goal. So when you hit 12K, backers will get the family portrait. Did you say it's going to be print?
Yeah, it's going to be a print.
Roughly, what are the dimensions?
I mean, I'm not sure about that yet. I haven't worked out the logistics, but big enough to fit inside a Gemini mailer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good deal. And then after that one is the 14K goal. Additional 4-page Myra block story featuring an artist yet to be revealed.
Yeah. So I'm still working out some like contract stuff with the artist, but yeah, this would be an additional 4-page story after the main story in the book itself, and it
Mm,
would focus on Myra, who's kind of like I've said before, she's the eldest sibling of the blocks, but she's also kind of our femme fatale.
nice.
Yeah.
That looks pretty darn good. Has anything else been discussed regarding the spelling of the word cemetery?
No, I think I'm going to go with ERY, so I'll change it in the title.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I'm not gonna have Fernando like go in and like redraw the A. Like, no, it's
Right.
okay.
All right. Yeah, because it looks like you can go either way.
Yeah, I did more research. It's really weird how like it's kind of like gray. Like both spellings are acceptable.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I'll go with the E.
Cool. So the E is canon. And
Mm,
then we've got the action scenes. Always lots of fun.
yeah.
Hopefully, it's not too big a spoiler.
No, no. I mean, again, like this is the prologue. It's the very opening of the book, and it's meant to accomplish the whole thing of like grab you by the shirt from the start, and then we ease you into the world with chapter one. Chapter one is going to open up at 25 plus years ago when Jacob and Claire first stumble upon the land that will become Deepwell.
All right. Max Work says, yes, first comic studio, then manga studio, now clip studio.
Right, right.
Yeah. I heard they changed it from manga to clip because people were thinking that it was kind of limited to manga style only.
Right, right.
And I guess comic kind of restricted it to the audience who was into comic books or something, or comic strips.
Yeah, I mean, I I could see that. I get why they would change the name. But I don't know. Like I get it. I probably just would have left it at its first name.
Yeah. I
But
mentioned.
yeah, I get it.
Go ahead.
No. That's all.
No, I was just saying I would imagine it would cost a lot of money to do all that kind of rebranding, changing names of your products.
Yeah, you figure the marketing department's got to hate them.
Yeah. They're going, hey, you've got nothing to do.
Right. Like, what's it called this year? Okay.
Exactly. Got some cool artwork. Definitely digging the Western. I enjoy Westerns.
Yeah, man. The first like 2-3 weeks of the campaign, it was a real uphill battle, but I think we pulled it off. I think we convinced people like, hey, even if you don't think that westerns are your thing, this is definitely going to be your thing if you're just willing to take a chance on it. And like hopefully we can just keep climbing.
That's one of the things I am digging about ComicsGate. People are doing, working hard to bring their dreams into fruition. They're taking things that they've been thinking about and sitting on for years and realizing that there's a place for them here. Uh,
Right.
Way to bring out their pet projects and stuff. And you're seeing things come out in various genres. Not only are you getting the superheroes, but you're also getting horror. You're getting the zombie audience,
Right.
and you're getting anamorph. Is it anamorphic animals? Anthropo. Say again.
Anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphic. I used to be good at saying it. Animals, but you've also got westerns, so it's really cool. There's something for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like I think the meat and potatoes of ComicsGate, just like the mainstream industry, I think the main meat and potatoes is superhero fiction, but that doesn't mean that that's all ComicsGate can be or has to offer. Um, I really do think, as our own separate industry, we're coming into our own, and people are figuring out like, oh, this really is kind of a one-stop shop for everything that people are into. Like, sure, there's the superhero stuff, and like, look, I love superhero stuff. Like there might be a project between the end of the year and like early next year that we launch that's going to be a superhero thing.
Uh,
But yeah, but that's not to say that that's all ComicsGate is, and
mhm.
I'm really grateful that the audience has been so reciprocal to all the different genres coming out from all these different creators.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and on top of that, there's also a portion who are doing children's books too. So that's pretty neat. I've always.
Yeah. My wife Selena, she's definitely planning some children's stuff for the next, like, I don't know, between the next year and two, depending on how her schedule is. So
Nice.
yeah, man, like, in CG we're trying to cover all the bases, right?
Yeah. Has she ever done an Indiegogo campaign?
No, like she, obviously because she's the co-publisher, like she helps oversee the ones that, like I've been promoting, and like mainly between that and helping to look over Clark while I do these streams, that's most of her schedule right now, besides like her freelance work.
Right.
So yeah, like as Clark gets older and we're more able to kind of wrangle him without having to keep like an eye on him 24 hours a day.
Right.
Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, she's hoping like to be in a position where like she can like launch her own campaign.
That'll be sweet.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
So besides Chibi Comics handling Deepwell, do you guys also manage other properties, other books?
I mean, we're open to it. You know, like there was some brief discussion of handling another property for some publishers who were just they were more interested in focusing on the creative stuff than the business stuff.
Right.
But I think that's off the table for the time being.
Okay.
And I've also reached out to another creator who's looking to get a campaign going. And you know, if they can't handle it on their own, we're more than willing to help out.
Wow, nice. All right.
Yeah.
Max Work says, with Manga Studio 5, it became an extremely good painting software. Before, it was very restricted with colors. With
Hmm.
5EX, I became a big name in comic and painting programs. Oh,
Hmm. Interesting.
all right. Yeah, I'm hearing this product being used more and more with different creators. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure, man. I know that we have copies installed on both of our laptops, and it's just that thing of like we're interested in getting to know it, but at the same time, like we don't necessarily have the time to learn a new program. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm just for the time being, it's still Photoshop and Illustrator for us.
cool. Yeah, those are Photoshop and uh, Clip Studio seem to be pretty popular. The other one that some creators are using is Procreate.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought about using myself. Uh, yeah, yeah. So very cool. Um, very, very cool. I, I got kind of stuck admiring Acevedo's work, admiring all the crosses, all the crows. Do you do the lettering here? Caliber.
Uh, no, the trade dress on Preston's cover was all Preston.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty sweet. I like that and the splattering of blood.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, like I talked it over with him, and what we decided to do was the blood splatter for Caliber. Uh, we incorporated that into the original cover. You know, like what he did with the Deepwell logo itself is really cool for like a black and white cover,
Uh,
but it would have flattened out and blended too much with the original cover because the sky on the original cover is yellow.
right.
So we just kept that as, you know, the standard black font.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Too cool. Too cool. It looks all badass. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
you know those black and white photos where people just accent certain parts of a photo with color.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought this would be interesting. You know, having this as look like a black and white photo, and then have his guns in red.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see, man. I'd love to make it happen. You know, Preston has a colorist that he uses for all of his work, and
Ah,
I'm more than happy to bring his colorist on. You know, we just gotta work it into the budget, and that's why
yeah.
I'm thinking like if we can clear like 10 or 12K in the next like week or two, uh maybe I'll list 16K as like a full color print of this cover.
Wow. Hey, welcome, Drawing Aces. Hail, peeps.
Hey, how's it going?
Max Work says, oh, not I, it should be it. It became a super good software. Lots of cool stuff for making great art.
Right. I got you, Max.
70 Renee says, interesting, with a smile.
Yeah, and
Uh,
Stefani is he is an incredible illustrator in his own right.
oh my gosh, I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. Stuff
No,
funny.
well, I could be mispronouncing it. I don't know. But yeah, he is incredible. I love his work.
Sweet. Stefani, have you highlighted your work by sharing it on Twitter by chance? I'm wondering if I might have run across it before.
I believe he has. That's how I first got to know him.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Max Work says, and I'm going back to the traditional stuff. Nice.
Oh, that's excellent, Max.
Procreate is awesome too, what I saw at least, but it works only on iPad. Can't afford one.
Okay.
What other creators are telling me is that if you go the Procreate route, get yourself a 2017 iPad Pro and an Apple Pencil, so that you'll get it at a cheaper price, and it'll still be a good performer. So that's definitely a possibility.
Sure.
I thought for a minute Procreate was also written for Windows, but maybe not. It's been a while since I looked into it, but
Right.
I used to use it back in the day. Uh, that and Painter. The, there's a program called Painter that was really popular for a while.
Oh yeah, that sounds familiar. I think I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah. I know we've gone over the story before, but would you mind doing a recap of what Deepwell is about?
Yeah, of course, man. I'd be happy to. So, the elevator pitch that I always give is, the book is what happened the day the Lone Ranger rode into Deadwood. The story focuses on a dark vigilante fighting to free the innocent townsfolk of Deepwell from the evil Block family, while at the same time getting revenge for a huge injustice from over 20 years ago that's tied to the very origins of the town. It's a book for readers who want a little grit mixed in with their optimism, and it's for adults only as it's filled with tons of mature content. That that being said, there is a redeeming story at its core. We're just a little harsh about getting there. It's drawn by Rafael Dantas with full colors by me. The base perk comes in at $15, and like I say with all of our campaigns, we'd love to have everyone listening come along for the ride. If you're into The Wild Bunch, Tombstone, Deadwood, Unforgiven, Tarantino's Westerns, this is the book for you.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, it looks really fun.
Yeah, I am itching to get started on production on this one. Things are starting to ramp up in terms of fulfillment on God's Fear Me. So over the course of like August and the first half of September, that's going to keep me really busy. But while I'm focusing on that stuff, I love the idea of Raphael working on pages and sending them to me every like week or so.
Nice. Yeah. Everybody definitely back Deepwell, the caliber of death, 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 death. Max Work says Corel Painter is the best for painting, but super expensive. Yeah. One of the cool things about their advertising and marketing is they sell you the software packaged in a paint can.
Oh
So
wow!
it really worked well.
Huh.
Nova Blast says, "Great pitch. I'm sold."
Oh well, thank you, Nova.
Yeah, let's all back it. If you backed it already, back it again.
Yeah,
Second.
and for people who have backed, if you're interested in the Preston cover, I sent out an update stating that if you drop me a line with your backer number, I will send you a secret link to add on the Preston cover to your order for no additional shipping.
Nice. Nice. Excellent.
Yeah, so
Super perk.
we've had a good number of people like write in and get in on that, so that's been really cool too.
Awesome. So do you basically reply to the email newsletter?
Yeah, like if you're a backer, you have the ability to like send a personal message to people who want to, and like just shoot me a message and I'll send you the link, and like you can get the book for $15, but you won't have to spend the extra shipping.
Gotcha. Let me see. I'm curious. I must be looking at old emails because I'm still seeing the message I have from July 3rd, where you guys are still waiting to get funded. You were $1,600 away.
Oh, weird.
So
Yeah,
was
that's
that
really weird.
where was it announced again? Did you say it was emailed to the distribution mailing list?
Well, I mean, you should get an email notification whenever I post an update to the campaign.
Okay.
And yeah, so like I posted on the campaign, like, hey, like if you're interested, just drop me a line, blah blah blah.
All right. I'll have to remember to do that because I'm not seeing it in my mailbox. Must be active again.
Yeah, man, I'll just send it to you like via Twitter or something.
All right. Very good. Right on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, and the other way to get a hold of you is through that link you were mentioning. Or were you talking about here? If you've already backed, you click on the ask the question.
Yeah. So like, click on that. It'll take you to like, a little form page where you can send an email, and then I'll reply directly to the email. Like,
All righty.
that's how it's been working so far.
Sweet. All right. Now, is there anything in here I might have missed in terms of other updates?
Just when I announced that Preston was, joining the crew with the cover.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks to the mighty Preston Acevedo. Yeah, he was on EBS's stream recently, where he sold a piece or two.
Yeah, that was actually the day that he was like, "Hey, if you want, go ahead and list the art on the campaign." And yeah, so like while he was doing the auction stuff, we had that piece for sale on our campaign.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What the hell? I told her to mute. It's like I'm getting all these spam messages all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's probably because it's around dinner time.
Oh, okay.
The prime time to bother people and tick them off.
Of course.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were saying?
No. So yeah. That the same day that the auction was happening, we listed the page on the campaign. So Preston had a real good day. He sold some pieces on the auction, and then he sold, this on the campaign the same day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So cool. And so let's check out these awesome perks that we have for everyone here.
Sure. And I just sent you the link via Twitter.
Oh, right on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's see. Great pitch. I'm sold. Thumbs up. Nice. All right. So the featured one, and as I tell everybody, as I tell everyone, I thoroughly appreciate whenever creators make available a featured tier, which is
Right.
the best bang for your buck. You get like the best, most economical way of experiencing the book and the story you're learning about. So you get a. Actually, were you wanting to say something?
No, I was just going to say, yeah, and that's definitely the case with the swag bag. Not only are you going to get the book in the prequel, but you'll be getting the map. You're going to be getting a set of 7 character design trading cards, and you're also going to be getting 2 prints, one by Vinnie Tartamella and the other by John Malin.
Oh, nice. Are the trading cards highlighted here? I mean, on display here? I don't remember if I.
No, I should probably post them up somewhere in the campaign. They're just going to be the character designs from when Raphael and I first started working together.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see a couple of them in the trailer, but I should list them all on the campaign.
Yeah, that would be cool to see. Get a closer look at them because they're going to be very popular. Vinny and
Yeah,
John are awesome.
of course.
They do some great stuff. Uh, I don't know. I'm especially excited about the map. I don't
Yeah,
know.
me too. I think a lot of people are.
Uh, I'm into Western maps. Can you
Right.
can you remind us what the dimensions of the map are going to be?
It's probably going to be similar to the poster that we did for Samurai and Dinosaurs. So roughly 10 by 16 folded in half.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Anytime I see a map, it reminds me of like Dungeons and Dragons and things like that.
Right.
Where,
Right.
you know, you get a lay of the or Lord of the Rings. So you get a, or even like Indiana Jones. You get a snapshot of where your protagonist is going,
Right.
and you follow.
I was, back growing up, like with some console releases, but mainly like PC releases in the 80s and 90s. Like, you would always long for the cloth map whenever you bought a role playing game.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so I don't know. Like, I'm with you, man. Like, there's just once the idea popped into my head for a map, and I started sharing it, everyone was like, "I want my map." So,
For sure. And of course,
I knew I had to figure out a way to make it work.
yeah, that'll be nice. A set of 7 character design trading cards.
Hmm.
Right on. Um, I apologize if I've asked you this already, but the trading cards, were they going to be like the image of the character on the front and then like uh, their story on the back, or is it going to be broken out into like their stats, like they do for
Right.
superheroes, like strength, intellect, dexterity,
Yeah,
speed?
I, I don't think I'm going to be doing the stats for these guys, but
Uh,
yeah, like there'll definitely be a bit of lore on the back of each card for the characters.
cool. That'll be nice. Uh,
Yeah,
oh yeah. I agree with you, Fade. Dev telemarketers calling it dinner time. Yeah,
it's always the worst.
the worst. Um, all right. So that seems to be doing pretty decent.
Hmm.
And you get the let's see, the dinosaur novel as well.
Yeah, absolutely. The Cemetery of Forgotten Deeds, which is going to it's going to do a lot. It's going to tell you what the Grey Devil went through in the years leading up to his assault on Deepwell. It's going to give you some lore about the world outside of Deepwell, and this kind of ongoing legacy of the mysterious vigilante. It's going to be really good. I think people are going to dig it.
Yep. Next one is a single physical copy.
Hmm.
Straightforward and everything. You got the Preston Acevedo alternate cover, the physical one as well. Nice.
Hmm.
The digital book in the prequel. So that's a PDF, right?
Yeah. Again, it's I've talked about this on a few streams. I had something like 10 or 12 people all write saying they really wanted digital, and then I was like, fine, I'll go back and I'll add digital, and it's going to be both books together. And like only 3 people have backed it so far. So I'm like, did you really want it?
So there was interest from at least 10 people, but only 3
Right.
of them have followed through so far.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully that jacks up over the rest of the funding and in demand.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it either way. Little by little, we're trying to move past digital. We did it with our first 2 campaigns, and they were okay in terms of sales, but like I think one of the core tenets of ComicsGate is we're a bunch of collectors that like pristine physical editions of stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree. I'm of the type who's huge on the physical. It it
Right, me too.
I take enjoyment in flattening out the pages, opening them up, smelling the ink and smelling the paper, feeling the texture of the
For
books,
sure. Yeah.
and then enjoying all the fancy stuff they do on the covers. Um,
Yeah, man. Like I know I keep quoting Guillermo del Toro, but like he describes the act of like watching or reading something as like a ritual. And part of the ritual is like actually holding the thing that you're, consuming. And I definitely think that there's some merit to that. Like I don't know if you feel this way, but like with digital comics and even stuff like Netflix or any streaming platform, I kind of look at that wall of titles that I can watch or read or whatever, and like at a certain point my eyes just kind of start like glazing over everything, and I end up not being able to like choose what I want, and I end up just like doing something else with my time.
oh, gotcha. Yeah, I tend not to even get that far.
Yeah.
uh, I've tried digital comics on my phone, and that was less than ideal.
Sure.
And I've tried it on and off on my desktop computer on a larger screen. And
Hmm.
it, I think a lot of it is the interface. Uh, like some comics that are
Hmm.
designed to go cell by cell by cell. And then if you got multiple cells, like kind of overlapping, if you will, then it has to decide, well, are we going to go in order of the smaller cells to larger cells and then do one big blow up cell of the entire page, or what? And it's navigating back and forth, like using the arrow keys, the up down keys, the mouse, and
Right.
whereas with a physical copy, if you're like in the lower right corner of the screen, and then you want to look again at marvel at the artwork or check out some dialogue from the upper left corner of the screen, you just whip your eyes over in that direction. With the digital, you
Hmm.
gotta futz around with keys and the mouse cursor and things like that.
Sure. Yeah, man. I mean, obviously there's an audience for digital, and maybe like as we little by little phase out of digital from our first run campaigns, maybe we'll bring it back with our, second printing for all this stuff. Um, but I just like the amount of work that it takes to like format these things and the amount of return that we get in terms of sales, like just when we're trying to raise X amount just to get the book made, like digital is making less and less sense, in at least in terms of ComicsGate.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, sometimes there's a preference for digital if you're international,
Right.
because obviously you save on shipping, and some people actually enjoy reading it digitally. Uh, but I would prefer, like, if I were doing a campaign to get around that whole digital book idea,
Mhm.
is offer the multiple books in one package, like a lot of campaigns do, so that you can go in
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a bunch of buddies, and then you basically split the cost of shipping based on how many people are getting a book. I think that way is preferable, at least in my opinion. That's the way.
Yeah. I mean, we did a variation of that on the Gods Fear Me, and we did a simplified version of it here with Deepwell, where you can get 2 physical copies. Um, so yeah, that's perfectly designed for like, hey, if you're international, I'm knocking $5 off the total cost, and if there's another person overseas that who's interested in the book, you two can like split the cost of shipping, and yeah, you'll both get books.
Yep, yep. And that brings us to the 2 copies, 2 physical
There you go.
copies for 25. So we got some interest there.
Hmm.
Next is the Preston Acevedo alternate cover. Oh, 2 copies of that too. Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good
So
idea.
yeah, man.
Very good idea. Because there are people who are definitely going to be interested in that too.
Of course.
Both covers, one of each, nice and clear.
Hmm.
1 copy of each cover. Oh, so you're saving $5 here too?
Yeah.
Damn. What a what a steal.
Yeah, I
Jeez.
know, right?
Wow. Talking about some great deals here.
Hmm.
So you get a single copy in the prequel mini. Is the prequel mini going to have words on it, or is it going to be a virgin cover?
It's gonna have words on it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Next, we've got support the troops.
Hmm.
2/3 or 2 of 3.
Right. Yeah. So if you pick up that tier, you'll be getting 2 copies of the book, and 3 copies are going to be sent to the U.S. military via Operation Paperback.
Nice. Hmm. Very cool. Very cool. The Drogas Blanco special.
Right. So, and this is another one I need to update, because it not only includes everything listed, but you'll also be getting a copy of the Preston cover. So I should probably go back in and add that.
Oh,
Um, yeah. So the White Drug special
oh,
is
that
the
what it means.
yeah. So this is the ultimate way to support Chibi Comics and to support Deepwell. You'll be getting everything from the swag bag. You'll be getting a copy of the Preston alternate cover. You're also going to be getting a proof copy of Deepwell.
Yeah, I just saw that.
And
Yeah.
an original 11 by 17 piece done by me and Selena Hernandez. And you're going to be getting the final page, the actual art of Deepwell, sent to you by Rafael Dantas.
Wow. But the final page is not shown here, is it?
Oh no, it's not. It would
Because that's
yeah,
like
it's
the cliffhanger, right?
well, oddly enough, like it's a bit of a cliffhanger, but it's more so a revelation.
Oh, okay.
The last page is where you find out who the Gray Devil is.
Oh, dang. Holy moly.
Yeah,
And Selena, that's your wife, right?
that's correct.
All right. So in the 11 by 17 piece, are you doing the pencils and inks and she's doing the coloring, or vice versa?
Yeah, that's probably what it's going to break down to. We're doing a similar thing with the Gods Fear Me. We had our $872 perk on that campaign. And yeah, like since we're in the early stages of putting together a fulfillment on that, like we're starting to work out what we're doing for that. And yeah, it's probably going to be I pencil and ink a piece, then she paints it.
Have you guys done a lot of collaborative projects like that in the past? Even
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, mainly in freelancing. Since we're technically a studio, a lot of times, one of us will get a commission from a client, and there might be something that she's better at or something that I'm better at, and so she'll handle half of it, and then I'll come in and handle the other half, or vice versa. So yeah, we work together on stuff like that all the time.
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Man, check out that package, man. All
I
the
know.
swag plus original art plus the last page.
Right.
Yeesh.
Right, and plus whatever stretch goals we hit. So
Man, that's freaking cool.
yeah.
872. So, yeah, I mean, if someone grabbed that Drogas Blancos special, that
Mhm.
would easily take you to almost 9,000 on your campaign.
Right.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't told anyone this, but like my personal goal for between today and tomorrow, when the campaign closes out, is I would like an additional 16 backers, if that's at all possible. So I'm going to be hustling really hard, because I would love to go in demand, being in the neighborhood of 10,000.
All right. Yeah, and that would give you 180 backers.
I believe so. Yeah.
That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah. Because it's been pretty good for us so far. I just checked this last night. When we went in demand on the Gods Fear Me, we were at $6,700. So we've already like blown past that, with Deepwell, and yeah, I would really like to see that happen, to just kind of set a new precedent for where we're at when we go in demand.
Totally. Man, that's going to be sweet. 8179 right now, which is 136% of your $6,000 fixed goal.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Out of curiosity, in terms of running campaigns, do you think fixed goal is the way to go, or flexible goal? I'm still not clear what the difference is.
Sure. Well, okay. So here's my stance as like a smaller creator that's still building his audience. Um, our campaigns have to be fixed goals, because that amount is the bare minimum that I need to make and produce the book. So, like, let's say I was to set Deepwell at a flexible goal of 3,000. Um, we obviously would have hit that, but I still don't have enough in terms of funding to produce the book and get it into people's hands.
Yep. Yep.
Um, I think flexible goals are great when you're doing a leftover campaign like what we have with Samurai and Dinosaurs,
Ah.
where the book is already produced. You're essentially just running the campaign as a store.
Uh-huh.
And I think flexible goals are good if you're a higher level creator. So like Malin just launched Graveyard Shift 3 today. um, i'm sure I'm sure he has a flexible goal because he knows that he's going to get X amount of backers, and that's going to translate to X amount of money.
I didn't realize he launched today.
Yeah.
I'm behind the times. Oh dear. Uh,
Yeah, I think he just launched like maybe 2 hours ago.
mm. So your campaign here says that you've got 34 hours left. Uh, I don't know if it's a surprise, but do you intend on uh, closing out on anyone's stream, or are you planning on doing some kind of crazy 24-hour closeout stream before you, as you convert from funding to in demand?
Well, what's weird is yesterday, I got the notification like, hey, you have 48 hours. So I was expecting by like, nowish to have officially 24 hours. So for it to still be like, in the 30s, I'm like, okay, well, that takes us all the way until tomorrow.
Huh.
So I was planning on, Optimus and Graded Point 5 tonight being my final appearance to close out the campaign. But now it looks like I'm going to have, I don't know, at least part of tomorrow. So right now I'm still thinking of what to do with that, those final hours.
Or you extend the graded, you and graded point five go into an extra long
Yeah, yeah,
stream. Uh,
I'll talk to Optimus about that.
yeah, yeah. Do you monitor the Raging Golden Eagle one?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been on with him, I think 2 or 3 times now. He's a really good guy.
Really? Wow,
Yeah.
that's impressive. um, yeah, went on his campaign. He did was it 24 or 36 hours straight?
Yeah, he did. I remember that.
And then his channel kept getting flagged, so he had to restart like 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
But he eventually got the darn thing done, which is pretty. Has got to be a pretty good feeling.
Right, right. Yeah, him and Tug, their channels get flagged constantly.
Man, I'm not sure why. Uh, excuse me. I mean, they both in their strength. Excuse me. Keep it real.
Right.
Talk about stuff that's going on, but I don't think it's anything flaggable.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, they're both good guys. They both produce entertaining content. Yeah, I don't. And what's funny is, like, thinking about it, I was on one of Golden Eagle streams that got pulled.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I think it was when I was closing out God's Fear Me. We were talking and just having a really good time, and all of a sudden he's like, we're down, damn it.
Yeah. Craziness. Yeah, I mean, It's a pain in the rear to get flagged and for your active stream to go down.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It was a pain, to be sure.
Yeah, I've actually had mine. I've had 2 or 3 of mine taken down too. I've
Oh
had
wow.
to appeal every single one. It's like, what the bloody hell?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really?
Right. Yeah. See, here to answer to go back to your last question. I just loaded up Graveyard Shift, and yeah, they set a flexible goal of $500,
Oh, okay.
and
All right. Yeah.
yeah, and they're currently at 34,000.
Holy crap! Really? Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I shouldn't be surprised. You know.
Yeah. So that's like that's good if you're at the level of like a John Malin.
Right.
Because what that does is when you meet your goal the first day, let alone the first couple of hours, and you exceed so far past the goal, that helps get you more marketing and coverage from Indiegogo itself, because they're now promoting your book on the like what's trending page and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well put. Exactly. Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just got volumes 1 and 2 in like a couple weeks ago. I still have to sit down and read them.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've gotten a bunch of books already. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but I still haven't gotten around to reading any of them. Oh, good gracious! Yeah,
Hey, hey,
I gotta take it.
this whole adult thing, it takes a chunk out of your time.
Yeah, I know. Seriously. Yeah, so I definitely gotta get moving and get some reading done
Yeah,
because
for
I'm
sure.
looking forward to them too. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Max Word says jealousy and hate. Yeah, it's got to be sad to be the people who take down streams. You know,
Right.
they must be pretty miserable to waste their time doing that. Um,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
yeah, I mean, we in ComicsGate, we're all about having fun, cracking up and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
enjoying good books, making good books, and yeah, this is looking darn awesome. Congrats on getting fully funded.
Thanks, man.
And
Thank you.
let's uh, let's run this once more here.
Sounds good.
Oops. Oh, hello. Oh man, love the story behind that last shot.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And believe me, some of the other stuff that I have in the script, I can't wait to see how he's going to render it after seeing that.
Yeah. Um, his mask here,
Yeah.
is it like a full-on face mask similar to like a ski mask where it covers the whole head?
Yeah, that's what we ended up going with. At first, I just when we were in the design phase, I just thought it was going to be like a handkerchief over his face, like classic gunslinger style. But Raphael designed it to be this entire like hood, almost like a cowl that he pulls over his head.
Oh, okay. So that leads me to the question: with all the with there being a trend in everybody and their grandma selling like COVID masks, do you,
Yeah.
do you envision possibly down the road releasing a tier where you have some kind of mask, either one that just covers the nose and mouth, or even a full-on mask?
Right. I maybe not for. I mean, look. Hopefully, by the time we're in another campaign, like this won't be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but maybe not for this campaign because it would just be a red face mask. Uh, but
Yeah, I see.
maybe with that superhero thing that I teased earlier,
Right.
maybe something for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a curiosity. Oh man, yeah. So yeah, everybody definitely back this worthy project. It's freaking cool.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
We're at 81.79 USD, 164 backers. We got 34 hours left in funding, so I'm definitely gonna have to keep an eye out for uh, when you go on with graded point 5 and try and make it to that stream, because that should be fun.
Yeah, it's always a good time. I love Optimist. I love everybody on that show. They're all great people, and we always have a good time.
Yeah. Let's see here. Max Work says, I guess the music sounds too close to the good, the bad, and the ugly. I like the music.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I
go ahead.
oh I think he thinks that I'm saying like this is the one that got copyrighted or yeah
The one on
the
your YouTube?
content. Yeah, yeah. No. Like
Oh,
oddly enough, like this was fine. Like this copyright there was no issue on at all. It's royalty free, no issues as long as I've had it up. It's the new trailer that I just made yesterday that said royalty free all over it, had royalty free information in the about section. But yeah, like as soon as I published it, I got dinged.
yeah, I don't understand how the music copyright things are enforced or how it works, because it seems like, you know, do they, sometimes I hear that you're supposed to indicate credit by doing like a boilerplate thing, uh,
Right.
acknowledging somewhere in the description of the video or whatever that
Mm-hmm.
music by so and so, owned, copyrighted by so and so, this date, what have you.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
but I don't know if it's required, if they'll flag you either way,
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah, I have no idea.
how you're supposed to prove to them. I think on one of them, like, for example, I once did an 11-hour stream, and it was Christmas night of
Uh-huh.
2019.
Mm-hmm.
And I did like some broad searches uh, for royalty-free music using Google, which owns YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured I'd probably be safe if I did searches in Google and found whatever came up under royalty-free music. And it
Sure.
was, I was looking specifically for Christmas music. I figured Christmas songs, everyone makes albums. I figured it would be pretty, I assumed it would be lax.
Of course. Of course.
Because everyone sings Christmas songs every year. Uh, but I guess it's a whole industry unto itself.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
because I must have been flagged 7 or 8 times for
That's crazy.
different songs.
Yeah.
So what was an 11-hour stream got truncated down to 4 hours, and then I guess I got blocked. It got blocked worldwide. So I can't. Nobody can see it anymore.
Wow.
I don't know how to fix something like that. I was hoping to go into a video editor like. Well, I presently don't have anything fancy, so I'm using iMovie,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't seem to allow me to break it out between audio track versus music tracks and selectively mute or extract the audio. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to edit it and get it so it's satisfactory up on the back up on YouTube.
Sure. Sure.
Max
Yeah. Who
Works,
knows,
Max Works likes the music, got it okay. Fade loves the music. Uh, Max says you can do songs yourself, use the old ones, but if you use one from somebody from current time, they have kind of the rights to their own song. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I've definitely thought about that, like hiring people to do custom music, but again, that's like a budget thing that like I have a slightly bigger audience to pull off.
Yeah, and then some creators subscribe to those royalty-free music services,
That's
so
true.
they have access to all kinds of music, but they're still paying a subscription. But I guess they're in a way protected that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there must be some kind of behind-the-scenes contractual agreements and stuff. If Kanye would sing Jingle All the Way and you use it as in a stream, you get a knock on the fingers for that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, for sure. And then, I was also looking a little bit into like karaoke type songs. Like
Hmm.
if you do a stream and you sing karaoke, then they're they're supposedly out for you as well. Like I don't know if you're familiar with Overlord DVD, aka Doomcock,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
but he does some freaking entertaining streams. He
Yeah.
does really long ones, and he does all kinds of voices. He sings songs, but he makes it a point of referencing some kind of database where, uh, just like with, I guess, comic properties or whatever,
Hmm.
they they track what songs are free to sing freely.
Okay.
Uh, and if it's after a certain year, then it's off limits
Hmm. Hmm.
until it goes into what's that term again? Uh,
Uh, uh, Not royalty free. Public domain.
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
you got it before I did. Public domain. So he'll sing really old songs,
Right.
uh, many of which people might not recognize, but it's freaking cool his knowledge. Yeah, and he's got a pretty good voice too. But I was thinking of doing a segment on my channel where I sing silly, my renditions of, karaoke. But
Yeah,
then,
yeah, yeah.
in my opinion, it's not as good without the music.
Mm.
But if you try to
Right.
use the music, then you risk getting copy strike hit. And then the other thing is, supposedly there's a type of copyright that doesn't exclude uh, karaoke people. Like if you sing karaoke, then you might not get struck with the normal copyright strike for. Uh, and I don't know if it would even be considered parody
Hmm.
or could fall under or be protected by parody. Uh, but in the very act of using the lyrics, the original lyrics, you're at risk of being struck. So it's
right.
like, wow, super picky, you know?
It's almost as if we need an alternative to YouTube that can compete on the same level.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I would have the knowledge and wherewithal to start up such a service. Uh,
Right.
and then also potentially come up with an alternative to Indiegogo as well.
Right.
Because if people are getting to them and taking down campaigns and stuff, then it means that they may one day bend the knee to social
Right.
justice warriors, which is kind of scary.
Yeah, I know. I'm really hoping that day doesn't come. But the way things are going, who knows?
Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, so everybody back Deepwell for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. TD. Yeah, here's the link again. Back this book once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady. There we go.
Yeah, greatly appreciated, everybody.
Yeah, let's get this even more funded, more than fully funded, so you can keep putting out this great content to the community.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we unlocked early this morning the 6 a.m. sticker, and 10 gets us a pay bump for Raphael, and 12,000 is where the really cool stuff starts. Like uh, the family portrait print, an extra 4 pages to the story, and who knows from there.
Yep. So cool, so cool. All right. Um, so I wanted to thank everyone for being here. We can close this up. I appreciate your coming on once again, Mike. Always a pleasure to have you.
No, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me on, man.
And would you share with the audience how they can get a hold of you on social media?
Absolutely. So, easiest place to find me is on Twitter, which is at chibi_Mike. And you can also find me on YouTube at the Chibi Mike, all one word. We do a show called CG One on One every Sunday, and yeah, we don't have a guest lined up yet, but like be there Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific time. Also, I've signed up for Parlor. I haven't been able to use it as much as I want to yet, but if you're on Parlor, you can find me at Chibi Mike Murphy.
Parlor or Parlay? TV Mike Murphy.
Mhm.
Does it matter if there's caps or is it all lowercase?
I think it's all lowercase. I don't know that it matters though.
Okay. Well, just to make it visually easier to read,
Right.
I'll
I think it's all lowercase.
throw it in there. All right, cool. Yeah, I still haven't touched Parlay. I was thinking of doing it. Maybe I should still. Um, I hear that it might become a good Twitter alternative. There's talk that it supposedly it
Hmm.
believes in free speech,
Right.
but some people have stated that in their terms of service agreement that it might not necessarily be cut and clear like that. so,
Sure.
I've been kind of on the fence, but I might just go ahead and create one just so
Yeah,
I can back up.
I think it's okay. Yeah, again, I haven't been able to use it as much as I want just because I've been busy with the campaign. Um, But once we go in demand and things ease off a little bit, I'll put some time into it and see what I really think of it.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me. Um, and then you can find me on Twitter at WyzGyz Tweets, on Twitch under WyzGyz Twitches, and on YouTube under WyzGyz Entertainment. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And follow Mike Murphy on social media. On my YouTube, feel free to leave comments. Also mark the bell for notifications. When you mark the bell for notifications, select all notifications so you don't miss a single video or a stream. And I wanted to thank everyone for joining us today, especially our special guest, Mike Murphy. And you all have a good day, and we'll see you next time. I'll be streaming again later this evening to highlight another book. In the meantime, we are ending the broadcast in